Do you think the most dangerous things in the Sahara are sandstorms and thirst? There is a living green swamp that moves on its own and swallows ships. Today we will go to the banks of the Nile, the great river of Africa. We will see the dried-up river buried under deep sand, huge concrete walls for which people cut ancient temples into pieces. Finally, you will learn about an invisible danger. The salty sea is now poisoning the fresh water. Green fields are turning into dead white deserts. Ready? Our journey begins. In the 19th century, major expeditions went deep into Africa to find the source of the indigo. In Egypt, they saw a river full of water that fed an entire civilization, but no one understood where the source of such a huge amount of water was. Month after month, researchers have advanced south, crossing years of rainless desert under scorching sun. Sand would get stuck in the machine, people would be confused by mirages and thirst. Deep in the desert, the water was supposed to melt into the ground, evaporate, and fly away, but the Nile kept flowing. Local legend said that the river came from a vast underground sea, a secret hidden by the gods. The reality was even grander. The Nile River is sustained by a remarkable twin feeder system of two main branches. The white blue comes from a large African lake near the equator, providing slow-flowing water all year round. But the real secret to surviving the summer is hidden in the blue. The Ethiopian highlands experience heavy monsoon rains every summer, with water crashing down the mountains with great force. This seasonal shock is so powerful that it completely pierces the Sahara like a giant fire hydrant. But before the two streams met, they had to cross a dangerous place, which was almost becoming a river burial ground. In 1839, a large fleet of the Egyptian ruler encountered terrible obstacles while heading towards the source of the river. The course of the river in South Sudan suddenly disappeared into an endless sea of green reeds. Dozens of ships were trapped forever in the maze of floating islands. The water didn't flow here, it stagnated, and a heavy, putrid smell spread. Sailors believed this place was cursed, telling terrifying stories of prehistoric monsters by the fire. This terrifying place is called the Sudd, one of the largest freshwater wetlands in the world, almost the size of a small European country. About half of the water in white blue evaporates here. Almost half of the water in white blue evaporates here. Yet the mud acts like a giant natural sponge, absorbing excess water during floods. During droughts, this green labyrinth slowly releases accumulated water, saving the life of the river. But to the north, the river hides traces of ancient disasters beneath the sand. At the end of the 20th century, scientists sent high-tech radar satellites to the Sahara. A vast, ancient dry river network was visible a few meters below the sand. Traces of an ancient river, a kilometer wide, that once mixed with the Nile. Conspiracy theorists said these were artificial canals from ancient advanced civilizations, mega projects destroyed in war. But the truth is, 100,000 years ago, the Sahara was a green, rain-fed grassland. Climate change has caused almost all rivers to disappear. The Nile was saved by a fortunate geological event. The Ethiopian highlands rose gradually, creating steep slopes that gave the Blue Nile enormous momentum. Millions of tons of fast-moving water have carved deep canyons over thousands of years. Hidden in a deep rocky gorge, the river was protected from the dry desert winds, reducing evaporation. In the mid-20th century, the Egyptian government decided on an unprecedented engineering project. For thousands of years, the Nile had its own rules, suddenly flooding settlements and taking lives. This massive construction required the displacement of thousands of local people. The stone idol of the multi-storied ancient temple had to be cut into pieces and moved to the hill. The villagers whispered in fear, saying that nature would be angry if the sacred river was blocked. This project is called the Aswan Dam, a world triumph in engineering terms. A reservoir nearly 500 kilometers long was built behind the dam, providing the country with cheap electricity. But the dam forever stopped the famous Nile alluvium, which provided free fertilizer to the fields. Now farmers are forced to use chemical fertilizers, which are slowly poisoning the soil. A few years ago, a new giant structure was seen in satellite images in Ethiopia. A huge dam was being built on the Blue Nile, right near its source. Whoever holds this switch controls the fate of over 100 million people. Diplomatic tensions escalated. Many said it was not just a power project, but a geopolitical weapon. There were fears that if the reservoir was filled too quickly, the Nile's course would dry up in a few months. To turn the turbine, a reservoir the size of a small ocean needs to be filled, and millions of tons of water will evaporate from this huge artificial lake every year. Farmers in the Nile Delta were faced with an unexplained and terrifying event. Their crops were suddenly dying. The ground was covered in a layer of white salt, and the well water became bitter and salty. This is called saltwater intrusion, a direct result of dam construction. The delta is sinking due to lack of silt, slowly collapsing under the impact of ocean waves. At the same time, sea levels are rising due to global warming, and saltwater is entering freshwater reservoirs. The river is losing its power to the sea. We are paying the price for disrupting the balance of nature. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel.